On this episode, we discuss what's happening to our floor, start painting our hatches, and finally, we track down a leak that's been happening in our engine compartment. 18 months ago, we purchased a hurricane-damaged sailboat with the dream of sailing her around the world. We started documenting this adventure each week for all of our family and friends to follow along. Since then, we've been learning, laughing, and working harder than we ever have in our lives to make this dream come true. If you'd like to support these videos and help us splash, come join us on Patreon. Well, we're back at the boat after being gone for a while. Let's see, gosh, almost 9 weeks with 2 babies and a wedding. And this is my first time back at the boat since we arrived a couple days ago. Liberty, what is it you want to do today?
Play.
Play? Because it's a nice day today? So if we're not going to play, what else do you want to do here?
I want to paint.
You want to paint? You want to help paint? So we are going to get about painting these hatch areas so that we can get them reinstalled.
Dad said like out to here. What's it, Gabe?
It stinks. It stinks.
It's really nice that we've got kids that can keep the job moving while we run errands.
Where'd you go?
The water.
And to entertain themselves when the work is done. Okay, so I'll show you what the problem we are having is that this mast is still leaking. And when it leaks, it doesn't just run down this, it like sprays out on the sides. And we're not sure exactly why it's happening, but here's what happened to the floor. So this is the corner right next to the mast, and it's like delaminating the plywood, and this is coming up. And if you look down the wood, it's like crooked, warped. Really, if we can just get this thing in the water, I don't even care what the floor looks like right now. Let's just get in the water. What do you think?
Amen. Let's get it in the water instead of the water in it, right?
All right, so the kids cleaned these hatches so that they are ready to paint while Todd and I ran and got some paint supplies, and now I'm going to get to it.
This one's brand new too.
It's really, really thick on the bottom. So they said that we're not supposed to shake this stuff, that it's supposed to just be stirred. Todd and I aren't sure, but we suspect that's because you don't want to introduce air bubbles into it. We're using the Total Boat paint system for this project. Topside primer and wet edge topside, both in white.
That got it?
Getting there. It's drying really fast.
A little bit of wind blowing.
Hey guys. Hey guys, just a quick intermission to say thank you to all of our amazing patrons. We really appreciate all your support. Thank you.
David and Carol Baxter.
Brett Kramer.
Andrew Smith.
David Hoffman.
Joel Naspinski.
Scout family.
The McKinney family.
Bob Almeida.
Bill Carrolley.
Robin West.
Kimber Hightower.
Stephen Kenyon.
Andrew Logan.
Brian Smith.
Brian Gill.
Marcus Pulio.
Hatch family. It's like I'm murdering them.
What are you doing, Gabe? Really?
Yes.
What are you doing?
Everything.
Yeah, I thought you were supposed to be working on the electrical.
Yeah, I was. We're really close to putting this wall back in. And if I put this wall back in, I can't fix this because I got to unspin it to get it out, and the wall would be in the way, and we know it's leaking. So I figured today's a sunny day. I better get this figured out. So it looks like it's leaking. I can't tell, but it kind of looks like it's leaking from back here somewhere. I can't tell if it's leaking from here. So I'm going to pull this off, put a cap on the bottom and fill it full of water and see if I can find where the leak's coming from, if it's a bad fitting or what. So that's step number one. We're going to fill it with water. Do that without spilling it on yourself.
Yeah, right.
Got to fill that up with water, at least above the bottom.
That?
Yeah. So we'll put it all in there. Does it go? If you dump it all, does it go to the screw holes? Oh, good. So it goes over the screw hole. Perfect. So now we got to go inside, see if it's leaking. Why is it that it never leaks when you are looking for it to leak, but it leaks like crazy after it's been raining? So I guess we got to let this sit for a little bit and see if we can find out where the water's coming from. Sometimes these leaks are frustrating as heck. They just won't cooperate. Alright, there's some water right here. Saw it drip off of there. So it is leaking through the threads, mainly on just the one side. I don't see it dripping anywhere else right now, so I'm going to have to pull that whole through hole out. And I don't know what this is right here. Could be 5200 for all I know. Katie's rolling. Gabe is tipping.
Your turn.
It smells pretty good in here. Probably need to turn the fan on. Y'all going up on the top now?
No, I gotta do the bottom. This part.
Katie's working really hard. She wants to make sure she gets her hair painted white.
It's already halfway there.
There we go. Bit of goop in here. Still looks to be in good shape. Looking good. In order to get the caulking or whatever that is, in order to get that stuff out of the drain hole up there, I have a few tools to choose from. I have some lift-off, caulk and sealant, silicone foam remover, removes old and fresh sealants. It says on the back panel that it does like epoxies and stuff. I don't know if it'll work. I got it actually for something else, but I thought, well, what the heck, let's try it and see if it works on this project. I have a variety of brushes. I have some little scrapers here. If I have to, I can go to a chisel. Let's try these and see if any of these work. I don't know what it is, but it's one of those hundreds. 5200, 4200, something. Where's my chisels? Right here. So the instructions said try to remove as much as you can before you use the stuff. Says to put that on and then wait like 3 minutes. So, Katie, can you hand me up a couple gloves? So this stuff actually is kind of working pretty decent. So most of that has come off pretty good. So I'm going to put some more on there and let it sit for a few more minutes and see how that works. So that stuff's not supposed to dissolve the silicone or the 5200, whatever it is. It's just supposed to help to debond it from the surface. Let's go downstairs and see how Katie's doing. Problem you have with a chisel is if you cut too deep, you can actually start shaving off the layer of fiberglass on the bottom.
Are we doing another layer of the paint today?
No, it's got to dry 16 hours before we can paint it. That's the problem with it. That's why we wanted to do one today. You know, I used to have a wire brush on the drill. It might work for that inside thing. So we're going to take this one here and we'll go around this hole several times to clean that up, and then undo the chuck and switch out for this one here. Just barely put it in for depth like that, and then you're going to do this flat surface. Be careful which way it's spinning so it doesn't fling it into your face.
These are mom moments where I wish I could say, where are the safety glasses?
So you guys work on this, I'm going to go upstairs and keep working.
That good?
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
Next door.
Can you do that thing with your belly? No.
No, I'm not.
These kids totally crack me up.
One of you can push down on that, the other one can hold it still with the jaws, right?
Burner. 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 Don't tell mom.
Give me the freaking camera. You're not good.
Do it. Do a puppet show. Puppet show. Puppet show. If you're not going to do a puppet show, and give it to me and I'll do a puppet show. Oh, Dad's back.
Give me the camera.
No.
So now I'm going to drop that down in there, like that. I'm going to push that in there. So push it in there, just push it straight down. Okay, that's so as long as it's leaking out the sides, I'm good. Hopefully it'll leak out this side too.
So you're doing a puppet show real quick?
No, put it back, you idiot.
Okay.
Alright. Ready for me to start threading this on?
Are you pushing down, Gabe? Okay. Yeah.
You okay?
No, Gabe, you twisted it. You can't twist it. Just a sec. It has to go in the holes, Gabe.
Put it in the hole and push it down so it can't move, Gabe. Push it down hard.
Okay.
Good?
Yep. He has to put the elbow on now.
So it's the end of another week, and we are super excited to be back and working on the boat. The weather is starting to get a little better, do you think?
Well, yeah, you know, two nights ago I had ice on the windshield, so is it better?
The last 2 days have been awesome.
Weird weather here in Texas.
Right? So we wanted to put a Q&A at the end of our videos. So we thought this would be a good way to answer everybody's questions because a lot of people have the same ones.
Right.
Okay, so here's the first question that we get from a lot of people. Why are comments disabled on our videos, and where can I comment? We don't know why. We can't fix it. We've argued till we're blue in the face, but here's our reality. We do not have comments. There is a silver lining. We do not have a lot of ugly troll kind of comments coming our way.
Thank goodness. I'd have to get out my Billy Goat Gruff.
So that being said, go to our YouTube channel. Across the top are different tabs, and one of them says community, and under that you will find a spot to leave a comment. So those comments are still on. You can always come to Facebook, you can come to Instagram, you can email us. We love to hear from you, but that specifically will keep you being able to comment on the YouTube channel.
Perfect.
Okay, so then we have a question from Stephen Kenyon. He says, did you let the blisters dry out before fixing them?
Well, here's the beauty of our boat. We didn't have any blisters. This boat had had some repaired before. When we sanded the bottom, you could tell where they had repaired blisters in the past, but for the most part, there wasn't even very many of those, so we actually kind of got lucky.
Yep. So Robert Pursley asks, are we putting a temperature gauge into our battery compartments to watch the batteries when they're charging?
We do have a temperature sensor that goes on the battery posts themselves as they're charging, that allows the smart charger to monitor the temperature of the battery bank as it's charging so that it can adjust the input voltage and amperage accordingly. So that is, yes, will be done, and it is something that is built into the charger setup that we have.
So the last comment we've gotten from lots of people.
When are you getting back in the water?
Oh.
That's a good one. She's going to handle that one.
So our plan is to be sailing to Florida this fall after hurricane season, the end of October. And we hope to be in the water this summer and to be learning to use our boat, to move aboard, to start doing all of that learning and all the fun stuff of the next adventure this summer. So we really, really appreciate you leaving us a comment. If you leave us a comment, we will do our very best to answer it here on the end of our videos. So we look forward to hearing from you.
Thanks. We'll see you later.
Bye-bye. Thank you for watching to the end. It really does help our channel to grow. So does liking and subscribing. Don't forget to leave us a comment using one of the links in the description below, and we'll see you next week.